and the Navy's F4U Corsair. You are viewing the United States Navy's tailhook legacy flight. The commander of the Naval Air Forces developed the concept of the tailhook legacy flight to keep naval aviation's heritage alive. And finally, under this program, vintage warbirds are flown alongside the high-tech aircraft from modern carrier aviation. And it's through these flights that the commander of the Naval Air Forces wishes to inspire all of those in the audience, the men and women who have served, and the brightest and best of tomorrow. The annals of naval aviation history are rich. It was, however, during World War II that the full capabilities of naval aircraft, the courageous efforts of only a few naval aviators choose the how well these aircraft captured peoples and imaginations. During this 2009 season, the Tailhook Legacy Flight Air Show season, there will be many vintage naval aircraft flying at nearly 50 air shows. From the left, Dameo, leading in line of rest formation. How about that? I don't know who's flying lead. Okay, Judge, tell me, who's flying lead in that formation? Because it looked like it was line of rest.
Well, I'll tell you, Dan in the F4 has got the lead there, but for us, our aircraft being so much bigger, it looks, when we get up into proper formation, we look like we're right next to him.
Wow, what a feeling that must be. And it's got to be an inspiration for both you guys. Stag, you have to be sitting in the back seat just loving what you're seeing from flying in formation with a talented guy like Dan Dameo.
Absolutely, Rob. I mean, just the concentration both of Dan and Jugs in formation like that at the speed we're going.
You got to pull the nose up so you can keep the power up so you can maintain position, right, Jugs?
Yeah, you can actually see that here on the screen. It's just the aircraft is flying so slow, it weighs so much more than that F4, that it just gets cocked up into the air. And that makes it a little bit tougher to fly around. It gets a little sloppy at that airspeed.
Well, it is still beautiful, and ladies and gentlemen, would you join me in a round of applause for your United States Navy's Tailhook Legacy Flight. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 100 miles an hour. It's a heavy airplane, it doesn't have a big wing, it lands with the power on, and you can really see that bent wing on the screens right now. And as diving in, accelerate, how fast are we going in this?
We're going to get up to about 0.96 Mach, so a little over 700 miles per hour.
This is a chance to get your cameras ready as we see the vintage Corsair and the Super Hornet. Great demonstration.
Again, thanks again, Rob. It was awesome. I'll see you next weekend.
Thanks for that. Yeah, we'll see you guys. Have a safe trip back to Virginia Beach, and we will see you on the beach on Long Island. It's going to be a great, great weekend. You guys haven't been there, have you? Oh, you'll love it. It'll be a great time. But no greater than the time we're having right here at the Joint Services Open. Dan Dameo touching down. The Golden Knights coming up a little bit. I have an announcement tonight. Amber Lynn Rakowski. You own a white Jeep with Michigan plate on the ramp. If you don't abide by that request or that order, you may be asked to leave, and we don't want to have to do that. All right. Super Hornet touching down, Golden Knights coming in a little bit. I can see them up at altitude. They are probably very, very close to 10,000 feet. As they continue to circle around, in just a moment we'll be turning the microphone over to the Golden Knights as they prepare for their performance. But we want to tell you a little bit more about some of our great sponsors, including Medieval Times. Make sure you stop by the ITT office for information about Medieval Times. Travel back in time to meet King Alfonso and his brave knights of the realm at Medieval Times Dinner and Tournament. Guests of our castle will experience all of the feasting, tournament games, and exciting sword fights.